I think Chris has really allowed us to find our own journey and to understand how we work as artists and understand our process. That journey of self-discovering has been the most important part. I've really understood who I am as an artist and what I want to give out. It's just been so much fun meeting so many other people who are equally passionate, who have so much creativity in them, and I think you could tell the minute you walk into the room there was this very high energy of creativeness and passion, most importantly.
Et les petits qui ne sont pas encore sortis.
On a mis tellement l'emphase, enfin, l'accent sur le travail de groupe que je crois que c'est ce qui va me marquer le plus, c'est ce travail de collaboration. En tant qu'acteur, c'est toujours un travail de collaboration, que ce soit avec ses partenaires de scène ou que ce soit avec le metteur en scène ou le réalisateur. Quand on est en train de travailler sur un texte qui n'appartient pas à la personne qui nous met en scène, c'est frustrant parfois parce que on est obligé, en même temps on s'accommode et on fait notre propre interprétation de jeu avec le metteur en scène ou la metteuse en scène, mais on a envie de poser des questions plus profondes et là de pouvoir être directement en lien avec les scriptwriters, parce que c'était divisé en 3 modules avec directing et acting, c'était très riche et ça permettait de mieux comprendre le process de l'écriture de la personne. Et vu que c'est des gens qui se lancent ou qui sont au niveau intermédiaire, nos questions sont souvent pertinentes et leur permettent aussi de déguiser leur façon de penser et du coup leur écriture.
I got to understand what is scriptwriting, the importance of a good script and how it's going to impact on the director's work, on the actor's work. And so this was an amazing experience for me.
C'est ça le génie en fait, c'est que c'est pas limité à une histoire.
What's beautiful is that there's been real togetherness in sort of allowing ourselves to expose our lives to each other. So to have that in a group of people who are in the same industry and who want to go for the same thing, it's, you know, like where do you get that? You never get it. So that's why it's beautiful, because we're helping each other reinforce what we're very uncertain about in a field that is very uncertain in Mauritius.
I had so many projects in my head, but they wouldn't go to the direction I wanted them to go, because I was like, oh, I want to do this, and then I don't have people for that, or I want to do that. Again, I don't have people for that, or not enough ideas. So that now I have too many ideas, and mainly I met so many people that can help me in doing what I want to do.
Sense it does.
So as a play, movie.
Well, in a way, you know, with the, you know, because you know, obviously, the film and television, you make things for television.
It's so fun!
In more ways than one.
Most valuable is probably the work between the actors and the directors and the scriptwriters together as one, and how each person is so important to making the final product. It's not just the actor's job or the director's job, it's everyone's collaboration, and how just small certain directions can change the whole scene, the whole play, the whole dynamic and atmosphere.
Like, oh, we got yours. Okay, thanks God we have it. And then we can find the relationship between the three.
Acting is not about us. C'est ce qu'il n'a pas arrêté de nous répéter, et je crois que comme si on a beau le savoir, il y a un moment où il y a un déclic, et quand ce déclic-là se fait, que tu comprends que finalement tu dois avoir un impact sur l'autre. C'est action, reaction, action, reaction, action. Et ça c'est des clés qui vont rester avec nous pour le reste de notre vie. Il n'y aura plus un boulot, en tout cas moi que je ferai, ou un rôle que j'appréhenderai sans avoir plein de petites clés comme ça que Chris m'a donné au fil des années. C'est sûr, il sera toujours avec moi.
The first workshop was we had separate writing, directing, and acting workshops, which went well. This time, Romy suggested something quite different, that we did the same thing with acting, writing, and directing, but then spent a substantial amount of time, 6 days I think, bringing everyone together. The writers wrote, the directors directed what the writers had written, and then the actors were involved as well. So it was a really, really interesting and quite unusual to me way of bringing everything together, something I hadn't experienced in that way. And so I think none of us knew exactly how it would work or not, but in fact it proved to be very fruitful, I think. I think, that the arts community in Mauritius, can really flourish from things like this. First of all, I think it gave everyone a sense of community, that you are not alone in the universe of creativity, but you're actually working with other people in whatever area, of expertise or interest they have, writing, directing, whatever it might be. And so to see people actually meeting other people who've got similar interests, and to see them bounce off one another, to see them create work, because that's what happened. We actually showed the work that the writers had done and had been directed and acted by the other participants. And so you can see that it's not out of reach to do these things. It was a really interesting, holistic kind of experience, really, and something new. And that was the major difference. And it wasn't compartmentalized into various streams, but brought together into a whole kind of experience for all the participants. If you're using all your instincts and trusting the moment and responding to what's in front of you, if you've got good instincts for that, that's when a kind of organic something happens, which is kind of like magic, when something is alive and vibrant and in the moment in terms of acting and directing, and a director responding, or a writer, just allowing something to happen to them that isn't just completely planned, but just comes from, whichever strange place in the universe it comes from, and allowing that to happen is where the magic happens.